Hi, this is Jonathan J, and on this video, I'm going to show you how to find a great business to buy with our 5-star deal formula. So hi, this is Jonathan J, and on this video, I'm going to show you the 5 elements that you need to look for when you're looking for a business to buy. So if you're thinking of buying your first business, you must find a business with these 5 elements, and when we combine these 5 elements, we call it a star deal. Let me show you. So here is our star, and right up here at the top of the star is the word motivation. We need to find a person who owns a business who has a motivation for selling it to you. Not to anyone else, but to you. You see, we don't want a business owner who says, well, I'll sell you the business if the price is right. Or I'm not even sure if I want to sell the business, make me an offer and I'll think about it. That is not someone who is motivated. We want someone who says, what, you want to buy my business? I'd love to sell it to you. How do we make a deal? So you've got to find someone with motivation, because without that motivation, the deal just won't happen. The second point of our shiny 5-star deal is you've got to find a seller who is realistic. You need to find a seller who is realistic about the value of their business. You see, many owners of businesses get it all wrong when it comes to business valuation. They feel that because they've owned the business for 20 years, they put in a lot of hard work, therefore the business must be valuable, or maybe that's because they put so much work in, they need to be paid a lot of money for the business. They've got it completely wrong. They were paid for that 20 years of hard work every single year for the 20 years that they owned the business. And now they are selling the business for what it is worth right now. Now, what you're looking for in our star deal is an owner who is realistic about the value of their business right now, especially a business that has been hit by the pandemic, and they realize that it's not as good as it used to be, and they're not going to get the price they used to get. So a realistic owner is a very, very important part of a 5-star deal. Now, the third point of our pointy 5-star deal is to find a deal that's straightforward. Now, what do I mean by straightforward? I mean a deal where it's just easy to do. There are 1 or 2 owners rather than a dozen owners spread around the world. It's a straightforward, simple deal without complications. It doesn't have all these special conditions attached to it. It's just a straightforward business deal. This is what we're going to pay for the business. This is how we're going to pay for it. We're going to buy the assets, or we're going to buy the shares. It's just straightforward. You see, complicated deals have a habit of going wrong. But if we've got a sufficiently motivated seller, if we've got a seller who's realistic about the value of the business, and we've got a straightforward deal, we've got very good chance of this deal being successful. The next element is speed. We want a deal that we can do quickly. You see, the longer the deal takes to complete, the less chance there is of it actually completing. So we need a deal that we can get over the line fast. We need to set a deadline, a target date for completion, and we want to push the boat out to accomplish that target date. We want to get there as quickly as possible. Now, quite often, if it's the first business that you're looking to buy, things seem to take forever. Everything seems like a very, very slow process. And may I suggest the reason why is because you don't really have a process. You don't really have a step-by-step process to follow. So everything's a little bit of a mystery. You don't know how long things are meant to take. You don't have the right deal team around you. And that massively slows things down. But if we want to get a deal over the line, we need speed, because speed will get us through the deal. And the 5th and final point of our 5-star deal is that we want a deal that is self-financing. We want a deal that does not involve us using our own money. Now, I'm okay with using someone else's money, whether it's asset finance or whether it's money from an alternative lender or from invoice discounting, but preferably we want to keep the financing as simple as possible so it doesn't involve our own money. Why? Because our own money is finite, which means that if we keep using our money to buy businesses, we are going to run out of money. And the fastest way to build a group of businesses, do multiple acquisitions, is to allow each acquisition to self-finance, which means that we either use the money in the business, either we use vendor financing, we use a creative financing method, and there are other videos on this channel all about this, in order to buy the business. So let's look at each point of our 5 points. Number 1, we need a motivated seller who is realistic, a deal that's straightforward, that we can do quickly, that's self-financing. If you find one of these, you have got the perfect first business to buy. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, right now is the time to do it. Hit the subscribe button, tap the notifications bell, and every time I release a new video on buying a business, you will be the first to hear about it. I'll see you next time.